Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Doctor Stone, Season 1, Episode 3. I did watch the first two episodes together right before my little vacation that I took, so it has been a couple weeks since I've recorded, but I really enjoyed the show. I remember most of it. If I forget something, like if something's a little hazy, I apologize. Anyway, last episode, we released Shishio from his stone because they were being chased by lions, so they had to release him before they released Yuzuriha, so that way they could have some muscle. Because even though Taiju, it is right. I'm still getting these names down. Yeah, even though Taiju is very strong, he's more of a pacifist and can't really fight well. He more uses his strength for, agriculture and carrying things and whatever else you use muscles for that isn't for punching things. But yeah, we had them create their soapstone, which that will help keep them clean, so that way they don't get sick as easily because they won't have medicines for a while. So I love it. I love the progression aspect of the show. I love that it's kind of like a reset on the world. We have Senku being very smart, being able to create all of these things, and I love it. We already have a little bit of a debate going on with Shishio wanting to kill all the adults and only release the innocent children, but not all children are innocent, and how do you know who's guilty and who's not? But Senku was like, nope, I'm releasing everyone. So will Shishio just go along with it, or will there be, drama afoot already? We'll watch this episode and maybe we'll find out more. So yeah, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yep, this. I get where he's coming from, but I respect Senku's decision too. Can't believe that kid's a high schooler. Oh no. He's gonna say it. From the cave. Oh my god, that face! Yep. Alright. Guess he's gonna find out. That's such an anime thing to do, for, like, the main character to be like, okay, we need to make sure that we keep this very quiet. No one can find out, and then the idiot friend just runs up, hey, and says exactly what he was just thinking in his own head, that you shouldn't tell anyone. Oh, God. I mean, to be fair, Taiju didn't know, right? He didn't know it was supposed to be a secret between them. Which is also why it didn't even really seem like Senku got mad at him. He was just like, alright. Alright. Weapons of science. Got her dressed. Oh no, don't drop her! Did he lie? Oh my god! To be fair, couldn't you just go around killing statues? He's smart. Not just muscles. Is he gonna test it? See, is that your plan? To revive, like, just the kids, but leave the parents there to die? I agree. Damn. Yep. That's what I was saying. If he doesn't get the recipe, then huh. Is she gonna be alive in there? This. Oh my god, this face. All right. Moment of truth. My big worry is we don't see her past the preview stuff, like the past stuff in the opening. I don't like using the opening though, so. Oh? Uh-oh, is she fallen? No. Hey, she's alive. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Nope, he's back. Well, jeez. It's pretty messed up. Hmm. He's gonna catch the arrow. Or it's just gonna miss. Oh my god. Yep. Damn. Guy's crazy. Hmm. Oh my god. I said it in the start. He's a pacifist. The faces this episode. Yeah, he's not. It's not that he just likes hitting people. I guess Taiju doesn't know his purpose, right? Ooh. Oh! What? Oh, so it like hit his hand and his hand hit his head, maybe, or something? This man's just gonna go out slaughtering statues. Jeez. Just use Tsukasa's name. Oh wait, I think I read that wrong. My bad. That's right, Tsukasa is Shishio's name. I misread his line of dialogue. I thought he was saying you're just gonna like pass out right in front of her. I thought she was talking about, I thought For some reason, I was thinking Tsukasa was Yuzuriha's, like, either first or last name. I don't know if Yuzuriha is her first or last name. But okay. My bad. I'm still getting used to the names. I knew him as Shishio, so I didn't even think of it. Okay. There's the title of the episode. Man. I wonder how many people... How many people he'll kill before they manage to get him under control. It's a pretty cool view. Hmm. Any stone monuments or anything? If stone would have lasted, that is. I don't know. Giving them an idea. Okay. Nice. It's probably so much cooler for people who know Japan. Like, I'm guessing that probably actually exists somewhere, and it'd be cool to actually have seen it and now see it like that. It's kind of like if, yeah, like this. Like, it's kind of interesting. It's as if you saw, like, the Lincoln Monument or something. Um, we'd be like, oh shit, this is where we are. Yeah, she kind of dived into the deep end of, like, a feud going on and everything. You know, oh, you better hurry or else, Shishio's gonna kill them all. Hmm. Just trying to make it seem like faith. Enjoy the little things. Alrighty. Wonder if we're gonna get the weapons this episode. Jeez. Oh, interesting. Huh. Do they need, like, a little bit of... Okay, I guess maybe they have some on them? Okay. Hmm. She doesn't have any on her face. Everyone else has some on the face. I wonder if she has them somewhere else. I didn't mean that in, like, a dirty way or anything. This guy's smart. How can I tell? It's like, I must explain how I am so smart. Wow, this guy is pretty quick on the uptake. I mean, I guess it would make sense. Oh, wait, is that a crack on her arm? I think I just saw that. Always with the smartphones. Guns? Yeah. They're gonna jump ahead with that. At least in terms of uses of gunpowder. I'm sure with knowledge you can jump ahead in a lot of things, though. Well, shit. Man, are they able to make gunpowder in the time before he makes it there? I guess they also don't realize that he would figure it out so easily, right? But damn. Alright. That was a good episode. I don't know how I feel about, like... I mean, granted, it's still pushing the direction that I do like. The whole rebuilding civilization, even just going for gunpowder is still an aspect of rebuilding civilization, right? But I wish the driving force wasn't conflict in that regard, in regards of, like, each other. I wish it was a little bit, like, more peaceful at the start, but I wonder if Shishio will ever, like... Because I will say, there's someone in the opening that looks a little ominous, like he's not the nicest guy, right? That one right there. The one with, like, the white and black hair, and he had, like, creepy zippers going up his chest. Like, he just looks like he's, like, antagonist potential. So I wonder if Shishio will realize that, you know, because right now, it's like... hold on, the episode's about to fully end, so let's, that is it, guys, for episode 3. So yeah, like, what I was trying to get a point of is... Shishio thinks of it as black and white, right? Like, every adult is bad and every kid is good. That's the way it seems like he sees it right now. And that's just not the case. Some adults are good and then some kids are bad as well, right? So it's like, you can't just judge someone by the way they look, like, based off their age, and kill all the people that are older and save all the people that are younger, and hope to build a society that doesn't end up being just as corrupt as the one we're already in. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate his desire to create a society that's different from the one that existed before, because the way it is now is the billionaires just keep getting richer. They avoid paying all their taxes. The, you know, government suffers for it and has to raise our taxes, and then there's inflation issues, and it's like, it's a repeating cycle that just screws over the middle and lower class. And I mean, I don't want to get too into, like, any kind of, like, politics or just the state of the world too much, but one of the ways I see it, and I know it doesn't work fundamentally on, like, a societal level, and I understand my folly for thinking this, but it's just crazy that we live in the age that we have freaking mini computers in our hands, you know? We have these computers that can do so many things. We have the means of just so much production in life. It's crazy that we still have to follow the same pattern of working 40 hours a week to be able to barely afford a place to live. Like, I don't know. I know it's hard to break that mold, and maybe it is impossible, because the truth is, like, you do still need workers, right? And, because, you know, I just love the idea of universal basic income, where everyone gets enough money to have a small place to live and enough money to eat, right? And then if you want more money to, like, you know, go do fun things, then you get a job and work, and maybe you only work part-time if you only want a little bit of money to be able to do those things, or you work full-time if you want a lot of money to do those things, but everyone still gets that universal basic income. Or if you want a bigger house, then you have to pay for it, right? You have to get a job and pay for it. It's, I don't know, it's just crazy to me that with how far society has advanced, we still have people that are stuck living on the streets because they... You know, obviously some people are on the streets because of their own choices, because of drugs or whatnot, but I don't know. I just think there's a better answer, but we're never going to get that answer because it would hurt the billionaires, right? And all the richer people and all that, and they have all the power to stop that from happening. And so, like, there is part of me that agrees that Shishio is partially right. It would be nice to rebuild. But I don't think the answer is either killing or leaving all of the adults as stone. I think the answer is, I mean, as bad as it is, as long as, I mean, everyone starts with good intentions, though, and then it could go down the wrong path, right? But, like, if you have a dictatorship, kind of, with good intentions, right? Like, if they collectively hoarded the secret to breaking people out of stone... And, you know, not everybody in the world is going to know how to do the things that Senku knows how to do. Some people may be able to do some of the stuff that he does, but there's a lot of things that they could hold secret, right? And hold kind of hostage and be like, hey, if you guys don't fall in line and follow us, then you're not going to get any of these things that we create, kind of. I don't know. I guess that does create an oppressive society from the jump, and whenever you have an oppressive society, you breed rebellion and people wanting to take that from you. So I genuinely don't know what the right answer is, but I don't agree with, you know, these two kids with their parent statues, and I can only assume that he killed the parents there. it was hard to recognize whether the ones that he was killing were those parents. But he did put like a little necklace on the kid, and then we saw him crushing statues after it showed the parents with them, and it's like, those parents might have just been good people trying to live a life, and then also you're going to release those kids eventually, and they're going to be like, where's my mommy and daddy? And it's going to be like, oh, well, that guy murdered them. And obviously they're probably not going to tell him that, but yeah, I don't know. I just think Shishio hasn't, like, fully thought this through. But speaking of thinking through, I do think that he's, like, a little too much of a complete package, isn't he? Like, he's extremely strong that no one can beat him, like, weirdly strong for a high schooler. I'm just saying that. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be something, like, I don't know if, like, the stone enhanced them in some way or anything, or what, or is it just, like, anime over-exaggeration on strength? I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, sometimes anime over-exaggerates strength, and sometimes I'll dismiss it, right? And I'll be like, oh, okay, it's just anime being anime, and the characters are just a little bit stronger than what normal people should be able to do. Like, no one in high school should be able to punch a lion and kill him in a single hit, right? I don't even know if anyone in high school should be able to catch an arrow that was going at, what did he say, 200 kilometers, I think? He probably said kilometers, not miles per hour, because that's what we dumb Americans use. I think 200... Isn't kilometers, like, kilometers per hour farther than miles? Like, isn't that... Because I think I remember that being faster than our miles per hour. I could be wrong on that. But, like, maybe if one kid trained specifically to catch arrows... Like, I've seen people catch arrows on YouTube videos, but that also wasn't from crossbolts, which I believe crossbolts shoot faster than just normal bows do, too. And they catch them from normal bows rather than that, but... They've also practiced that for who knows how many hours, whereas this guy just has the physical prowess to do that. I don't know. It's like, so where do I draw the line? Like, do I... but the other characters don't seem to be enhanced. I mean, unless Senku's, like, mind is enhanced from the stone, maybe. And, I mean, Taiju also seems very strong, but... I don't know. Anyway... It's a little weird, but for now, I'm chalking it up to anime exaggeration until we're, like, told that his strength is something other... Because everyone just seems like, oh, he's just that strong. Like, it hasn't been anything like, oh, the stone made him that strong, or something like that. So, I think it's just anime over-exaggeration. And, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a high schooler could punch a lion and kill him if he was jacked, but seems weird. But... Anyway, my whole point was he's strong, and he has the mental acuity to be able to figure out, okay, all these things, did they run away? No, Senku wouldn't run. So if he's not running, what would he be doing? Oh, and I guess they have, like, the direction of where he ran. So, and I guess he knew enough that there's hot springs over there, and he knows enough that in order to make gunpowder, you need stuff that's from hot springs. And so he figured out that he's trying to make weapons of science in order to fight him. It just seems like... I get having, like... I would have been fine if he was just like, oh, so he faked, like, getting away in a panic. That would have been fine to me. I could be like, okay, I understand that. He's kind of a tracker, you know? He can spot fake tracks and fake, you know, things to, like... move him off his trail and everything, but the fact that he's able to just be like, yes, he's going west, so that means gunpowder, because he's gonna make guns to fight me. I mean, I guess it's logical to think, like, he's gonna try to make some kind of weapon to fight him, but it's crazy that you jump right to, like, yes, he's gonna make gunpowder. Also, this plan to make gunpowder, doesn't gunpowder take time? I guess I have no idea about the process of gunpowder creation, but I remember there being more... like, I guess I don't know. I remember watching one show, actually a couple shows, where in order to make gunpowder, you have to use, like, your poop and stuff. Like, there's some interaction there between, like, other chemicals, like maybe sulfur is one of them, and then maybe, like, a byproduct of poop, because I've seen 2 different shows where they collect, like, collect the poop from people, to make Gunpowder. One, I'm pretty sure, was a live-action show. Another one was an anime. So it's like, is that coincidence, or is that rooted in some kind of actual scientific truth, or is that just like a TV show trope? Maybe it's in other places. I've only seen it in those two, so I don't see it as a trope, but maybe it's in shows that I haven't seen as well, and it is a trope. I don't know. I have no idea about gunpowder creation, but all I know is it took them a while for whatever it is they were making using the poop to actually create, right? It's not something that you can do in the time that, Shishio is going to go from their camp to where they were. It only took them seemingly like a day, maybe two, to get to where they are. But obviously he must be able to do it. Maybe you make the sulfur through the poop, right? But they don't need to because they're in Japan and they have hot springs, so they're already like that. Maybe the time gated step is already taken care of, and all they have to do is get the rest of the ingredients. So it could be something along those lines. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they're... And then also, I mean, I guess gunpowder is explosive, so they can use it as an explosive, but obviously they're not going to be able to make guns right away. That requires, metal and delicate, even if you were to make a gun by hand, you'd have to do some serious, like, metal smithing and everything, too, which they haven't gotten into that yet. So, yeah, I mean, there's no way they're making guns, but they could use the gunpowder make a bomb for him, and, we can just assume that Shishio might not be able to survive a bomb blast. Maybe he can. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he started catching bullets. But interesting episode, definitely. I hope we do manage to resolve this conflict. I hope it's not just gonna be like a constant thing of our characters being like hindered down from progression because we have to keep dealing with Shishio being a pain in the ass. Because I want to like the guy, but I'm already not like a super fan of this conflict. So we'll see. I'm still enjoying the show regardless, and hopefully it goes in a direction that I really enjoy as we keep going. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more content from me. 2 episodes ahead from the early access tier. Check that out if you want more. There's also even more shows on there through my Patreon show tier that aren't on YouTube yet. Things like Better Call Saul, which is going to start releasing here very soon. And for anime, I am watching Symphogear on there, which is almost over as well. So check all that out if you want more content from me. As I said, links are in the description below, or they should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.